Name me 6 things that mix with Hennessy.
Everyone knows about the famous black test scene in Atlanta season 3, mostly because it has Kevin Samuels in it. Now, of course, this scene is funny as hell, and that's because of a few reasons. One being the familiarity of the questions that the three unks are asking Aaron. These questions are fucking absurd if you ask anyone else that isn't black.
Why did the Five Heartbeats break up?
Your mama or your mother?
Because they just don't know or understand the right answer or even the relevance that they hold. But black people do. Almost all the answers to these questions are deeply rooted within the minds and spirits of all black Americans. When they ask them, you instantly answer them in your mind, and you feel nostalgic for your childhood. But more importantly, it makes you feel secure in your own blackness. Yes, I am part of the group. Yes, I have a people. But these questions also do something else entirely. They gatekeep, they divide, they discriminate. Some would argue that this is what is needed in the black community, that we need to be more possessive of our culture, especially with the history of our culture being stolen, misrepresented, and downright disrespected by people that are not like us. However, is that the right answer? Growing up, I thought that being black had more to do with your skin tone rather than who you were as a person and how you grew up. But as life goes on, I found out that it gets much deeper than that. Aaron is supposed to represent the repression of his heritage and the self hatred that comes along with it. I don't know why Aaron hated his black side and why he embraced his whiteness more, but I do know that these types of questions, the ridiculing and discrimination, they don't help at all. There's a lot of dark skinned Aarons out there, and I think if black people were more willing to teach rather than push away people, we would have more unity within the community. I think if you're black, you should always have that opportunity to be black, if that makes any sense.
Damn shame.
Now, I do realize that Aaron was only playing at being black to try and get a scholarship. He was only trying to embrace his black side purely to gain from the struggles that he rejected. And I agree that this is some grade A bullshit. But let me ask you this. Do you need to experience the struggle to be black? If so, how much of a struggle do you have to really experience to be considered a black man? Do you really need to know that ginger ale is the pop that's good for you? Do you really need to fit into the box of blackness that everyone else expects of you? Just some food for thought.